Boo for Monday. What up, everybody? It's Viktor Wilt. I am here. I am doing it live, and I, as always on a Monday, wish I wasn't. I just wish one of these nights I could get the sleep that I want to get. Jeez. It's too much to ask, apparently. Yeah. Was in bed at a reasonable time. Just didn't work out. Oh well, try again tonight. Should be expected rolling into a Monday, I suppose. But I'll survive. I'll get through it. Just exhausted. How was your weekend? Hope it was pretty good. What did I do this weekend? A little bit of yard sailing. That was fun. Found some good snags. Then yesterday was just pretty much lazy. Could have accomplished a little bit more, but yeah, I was very sleepy yesterday as well. And should have taken a nap, and instead I played Red Dead Part 2 while I waited for Becca to show back up. And then, yeah. All of a sudden, it's bedtime. Time to get ready for work. So here I am on a Monday morning, and we should have a pretty fun week ahead. Gonna be hooking up some Godsmack tickets this week. Finally got those from Live Nation. I know we were doing ticket giveaways, 2 weeks ago? Well, it helps when they let us know for sure we're gonna get them. Too much to ask there, apparently, as well. So that's about where I'm at this morning. Just need to dig into the weekend news, see if anything fun and worth talking about happened. And I'll try to remember if anything fun and worth happening or worth talking about happened around my place. Not as far as I can think of. So, welcome to beginning of the week. And let's look at that weather real quick. Let us know how miserable it's going to be. Yesterday was definitely a scorcher, or it certainly felt that way when I briefly went outside. Ended up having to go to the grocery store, and, well, there was no point in that, but that's all right. Today, looking at a high at 96. Oh, man, it's going to cool down this week. Oh, thankfully. Yeah, looking at some rain, thunderstorms, and temps with highs in the low to mid 70s midweek. So at least we got that going on. A couple cooler days ahead, but not today, which is fine because when I get out of here, I ain't doing nothing. All right? Today's a good day to do nothing. Well, I just saw the best Bigfoot video I've ever seen. All right, that's one way to start a Monday morning. And I've been asking for UFO videos, but I'll take a Bigfoot video. Super compelling. All right, somebody's driving down the road and their dash cam picks up. I mean, from a distance, this looks like a Bigfoot walking through the fog. It's got the big head and everything. It's got a weird shimmy to it, the way that it walks. Then right when they get up to it, you discover it's a bison. No, it's a very popular video online. If you want to look for it on Reddit, the thread's called, "Could this possibly explain some Bigfoot sightings?" It looks like a Bigfoot. So if a bison was off wandering through the trees, I could definitely see people going, holy crap, that's a Bigfoot, after watching this video. If the conditions are right, like this little bit of fog here, that's Bigfoot. Pretty impressive. And, there are other cryptids out there that people talk about. And I've often found fairly reasonable explanations for what they might be. Like the Bear Lake monster. I saw a picture of an elk swimming across Bear Lake. It looked really weird. When you have just a head with these, long, crazy antlers sticking up out of the water from really far away. Yeah, it looks weird. Yeah. You generally see elk walking, in the forest, and you know what you're looking at. But when you just see the head and it's in the middle of a lake, it looks crazy. So maybe a lot of these Bigfoot sightings were just simply bison. Holy crap. It would probably have to depend what area you're in. I don't know if bison are roaming free everywhere in the Pacific Northwest, but they're around. They're around. So, yeah, go check out that video. It made me laugh because it was pretty good at first, and then you're like, oh my God, it's a bison. How dumb am I? Well, we'll talk about a video I made over the weekend that made a few people mad, and I don't understand why, but I'll save that for a bit. If you watch the whole video, it's like, come on. But people, the attention span is so short, you can't get somebody to watch like 30 seconds. Yeah, they do 10 seconds and then just react. And it made me question, like, people really think I could be a certain way? Huh. Let's go ahead and cue the outrage this morning.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
All right, I'm the one who made people angry. And I knew it would be divisive for like seconds, but then I figured people would watch the rest of the video and maybe get a laugh. A lot of people do not watch the full video, even if it's not very long. So last week, Becca got this idea that she thought it would be funny when we were out filling up the dog swimming pool to, kind of stand at an angle holding the hose. So it looked like maybe I was relieving myself into the pool. And, just a stupid video. Then Millie the dog comes up and jumps right in front of the stream because she likes water. She likes the hose. So Becca posted a video basically called LOL Viktor pees on the dog. And I thought it was a pretty funny video because if you watch all the way through, for one, you can see the hose the entire video, but people just don't see it somehow. Even my own kids didn't see the hose. I'm like, go back and watch the whole video because they sent me a text message, one of them, like, did you really do that, Dad? What's wrong with you? I'm like, did you watch the whole video? Because at the end, I hold up the sprayer. The video's so over the top. I don't know how anyone could believe it's real. But a lot of people did. I got 2 angry messages and lost 2 Facebook followers. But I did gain a couple Facebook followers as well. So it all evens out. That's one of the things. When I post something that I know is going to make people mad, I'll watch my followers to see, all right, how many people did I lose? Because you always hear people like, I'm not going to listen to your crap anymore. I'm tuning out and I'm done with you. They never delete me. All right. Very, very rare. I got to get in a full-blown argument with someone to get them to delete me. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. But if you want to go watch the video, it's just the hose. And you can see the hose every second of the video. Okay. It's there the entire time, even with a reveal at the end. But I don't know. We'll wait and see. I bet Jade yells at me, you shouldn't post stuff like that, even if it's fake. Hope y'all are doing well, feeling good, feeling rested, feeling excited and pumped for Monday. I think I've got about none of the above going on. It definitely feels like a Monday. Probably because I did not get enough proper rest over the weekend, but I guess that's typical. Been fighting the old fight against the stupid booze. Didn't fare too well on my end in the battle this weekend. Though I did have a pretty good chunk of time yesterday where I just kept my mind off things and played Red Dead 2 for a few hours. That was all right. Maybe I need other hobbies. Somebody posted on Reddit in the Stop Drinking subreddit, which if you're struggling with any kind of booze problems, it can be motivational. What do you do at night instead of drinking? The person who posted this says, I'm a 26-year-old female who lives alone. I drink every night to help with my boredom, and now it's becoming a habit. I've been wanting to stop. I'll tell myself I'll have 1 glass of wine, end up drinking the bottle, or I'll say I'll have 1 White Claw and I'll have 5 instead. I want to stop, but I'm struggling. Haven't told my family or my boyfriend or any friends about this. From the outside, no one knows, but I know the long-term effects are no good. How do I deal with my own boredom and thoughts instead of boozing it up at night? Well, you find a hobby, lady. Jeez, I don't know. What are the internet folks suggesting? Early to bed, early to rise makes a woman healthy, wealthy, and wise. Early to bed and early to rise. I don't know about that early to rise, but early to bed usually is pretty good if you can actually fall asleep. Sometimes that doesn't work out. Just try again the next day. Let's see. What other suggestions? You're only as bored as you allow yourself to be. Learn a new skill, read a book, take a walk. You can literally do anything. That's true. Video games are good. Books can be good. Have a nice soda. I don't know. Let's see. This person says embroidering. There you go. Get yourself into some type of arts and crafts. Pass some time that way. Because you know what? You're never going to wake up in the morning and go, I wish I would have got hammered last night. That's never going to happen. No, generally, the only thing relating to booze and waking up is going to be either, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that, or I'm so glad that I stayed strong and didn't do that. I'm feeling pretty good today. So something to keep in mind. This person says cooking extravagant meals, depending on the time of night, sure. This person drinks seltzers, non-alcoholic. I think those are good to go to get yourself a carbonated beverage that's similar to like, if you're into Claw or something, it's similar. And that stuff doesn't taste good anyway, so might as well, drink the stuff without the booze in it. This person watches the sunset. Oh, how precious. You can only do that for so long. But then, all the basics, watch TV, have a bath, work on some chores, listen to a podcast, knit, make jewelry, work on finances, clean house, decorate, improve. There you go. Just got to find something fun to do. Have a nice dinner. Walk the dog. Man, all of these things sound pretty fun right now. I think I would rather do any of these stupid hobbies, even working on the yard, than be sitting in this box today. Ugh. Gross. That's a typical Monday, though. We'll make it through, people. We'll crush it down, power through. It'll be over before we know it. I got to try to get some work done, so I'll be back in a minute. Just came across the dumbest question I've seen asked online in a while. What food or grocery item has had the most ridiculous price increase in your opinion? This is one of those threads that's just going to start naming every item in the grocery store, right? Because what hasn't gone up? You heard me complaining about aluminum foil last week or the week before. I don't like going to the grocery store anymore. Used to be a fan. Not so much anymore. Because, you gotta be thrifty now. And you end up like, okay, let's go get this stuff to make one meal. $60 later. Walking out the door going, how do we spend $60? And then when you end up not even making the food, then you go, all right, why did we go to the store on my day off? I wanted to go to bed. Oh well. So I don't even want to look at that because I know it's going to be just a list of every item you can possibly think of. Kind of like when somebody will post, hey, where's the best place to get a burger online? And you just get a list of every place in East Idaho that sells burgers. It's just a stupid question. Somebody else asked, what's a major sign of, or what was considered a major sign of status 10 years ago, but now is seen as cheap, cringe, or a waste of money? All right. Well, let's check this out. Top answer, anything I don't like that other people do. That's not a good answer. A blue check mark was, I guess you had to earn those back in the past on your social media platforms. Now you just buy them. So, not really a sign of status, just a sign that you're willing to spend the money on them. Limos? Yeah. Have I ever taken a ride in a limo? I think like one time. But you don't see them as much of a thing anymore, do you? Oh. Let's see. Gold-plated crap adorning your office and toilet. Yeah, I'd say that's cringe. Let's see. NFTs. Was that 10 years ago? And I don't think they were ever a sign of status. People made fun of people who bought NFTs right out of the gate. Spinners on your car, spinner plates. When I was driving with Ben from the Advocates to Salt Lake City for the Poppy Show, saw a BMW with essentially spinner plates. Made it look like the not spinner plates, spinner rims. Made it look like the BMW logo just kind of stayed in place even when you're doing 80. I don't know, I thought it was fine. I didn't go, wow, that guy's so cool, like it was a sign of status. Let's see, they say it wasn't status, but 10 years ago, I feel like podcasters needed to be a little bit more professional and prepared. Now it seems like every loser you know has one, and the production value is atrocious. Yeah, I've listened to some popular podcasts that sound like the sound quality is so bad. I just go, do I really suck that bad? Am I that terrible? At least my show sounds good. What is this crap? These people are making money. I guess I technically make money for my show, at least for today. We'll see when Jade gets in if he hollers at me about something. All right, let's see. Designer clothes, blah, blah, blah. Full package cable deals. Well, now we're probably paying more than we were for cable. Didn't realize I forgot to cancel my Stars free trial. Saw a hefty charge on my bill. I had an aggravating weekend when it came to paying bills. I mean, I'm sure everyone does, because paying bills suck. Yeah, it's just not fun. Just watching all that money, disappear. The worst one's the beginning of the month paycheck, when you got to pay that mortgage. But then, there's the phone, and there's car insurance, and there's utilities, and then there's all that streaming crap, and then there's internet, and I hate bills. Trying to pay down credit cards. Yeah, that's fun. Could I just win the lottery already? All right, I'm not even going to think about money this morning. Already out of whack. Hey, what's happening, people? Hope you're doing all right after the weekend. I hope it was a good one. Hope it didn't go by too quickly. Hope you got some rest last night and are feeling good today. Hope today goes by quick. All right. We're hooking up Godsmack tickets this week, everybody. Now, a couple weeks ago, we were trying to hook up Godsmack tickets, and we had a little kerfluffle with Live Nation. They're just dragging their feet on things, and it was a mess. Okay, it was a mess, but we got it all fixed. I got the tickets, so now I can hook them up. So all week, Peaches and I are going to be telling you, hey, call now, be caller number blank. And if you are that caller number, you will win tickets to the show. Simple as that. So keep listening for your chance to win some Godsmack and Dorothy tickets. Show should be a really great time. Godsmack puts on a really good live show. I had never seen them live up till a couple years ago, and I was very impressed. Very impressed. Show's going down October 10th, so you do have a lot of time to plan, but with the way time flies, you might want to get those tickets now if you want to get the exact tickets you're looking for, because they're moving. They're moving. Godsmack and Dorothy live at the Mountain America Center Saturday, October 10th. Buy your tickets or keep listening all week for your chance to win with me and Peaches right here on K-Bear. All right, where to begin? Another slow news weekend, apparently. There was a tourist attacked by a bison, but this time it was in Poland. Yeah. Bison messing up tourists? Not restricted to Yellowstone National Park. This guy, I think he's all right. He just got kind of mowed down. He didn't get chucked through the air like the old guy last month. But, if you see a bison, don't walk up to them. They're wild animals and will mess you up. The guy who got chucked through the air a couple weeks ago, he had a broken femur, had to get a hip replacement. This guy in Poland got pretty lucky. He just got knocked down. But bison are big. Bison are big and they're mean. People will never learn, though. They'll never learn. All right. Let's see. Everyone's afraid of mountain lions, but the data says you should be afraid of deer instead. Yeah, I guess if you're seeing mountain lions in your neighborhood, it's a good thing. Don't worry about it. They're keeping the deer population down. And I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of people run into deer on the roadways, especially back east. They're all over the place. So in these areas where there are frequently crashes, I don't know if they're trying to migrate mountain lions into the area, but in areas where mountain lions occurred with a relatively high frequency, the likelihood of a vehicle running into a deer was 67% lower. And deer can just attack you. I've told you. Had an aggressive buck huffing and puffing and stomping. He had a big set of antlers, and he was not happy to see me. Got back in my truck. Waited for him to go away. Because I have a feeling me versus a buck, the buck is going to mess me up pretty severely. So, let's see. Did Spokane quit burning? I guess that there were these wildfire grants that are generally given out to areas that experience wildfire each year, but that had been withheld for a few months, and so that made the situation worse. Shouldn't be surprised. Politicians. All right, and finally, I mean, this is not going to occur to you or affect you unless you live in the California area and drink liquor, but I guess you've been able to get liquor delivered to your doorstep, but now, no. Thanks to opposition from California's wine industry, Teamsters Union truck drivers, and corporate alcohol wholesalers and distributors, I guess they wanted to make it so that, yeah, you have to get yourself down to a store to buy it. You'd think if they're making sales, they wouldn't care. So I don't know. Maybe they make a better profit when they got to sell them to stores, then stores mark them up. I don't know. But I guess that little privilege being taken away. Sorry. Can you do that around here? I don't know, because I definitely try to avoid the hard stuff. Just doesn't get along with me very well. And, yeah, trying to get off the sauce, period. So, start digging into that stuff. That's a quick trip down the wrong hole. All right. Well, we've made it through a few hours of the show. Or a couple. Just a lot to go, but we got this. What the heck was I going to talk about? I have no idea. Welcome to the show. It's the Viktor Wilt Monday thing. Getting through it. I'm going to have to drink some more coffee. Oh, today's going to be one of them days. All right. I mean, I love my job, but getting up at the hour I do, it is just not cooperative. Or, that's not even the word I'm looking for. Just doesn't work well with not getting enough rest. Ugh. Try again tonight. Just keep trying. Okay. Let's talk about the August edition of the Riverbend Awareness Project podcast. This one's with Lieutenant Crane. Yeah, you should check it out. Traffic safety awareness. You know, they're going to be talking about inattention and speeding being among the leading causes of traffic accidents, staying alert, all the different traffic signs. Basically, you know, an hour of traffic school or so packed into one podcast with the Riverbend Awareness Project podcast. This month talking about traffic safety awareness. All you got to do is go to riverbendmediagroup.com and click on podcasts or search for Riverbend Awareness Project anywhere that you get your podcasts. So go check that out. Check out the Viktor Wilt Show while you're at it. All right? Maybe you'll enjoy it. Subscribe. Give it a good recommendation as well. What's up, Peaches?
We out here. It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Barely got any sleep last night, but we're doing it.
Yeah, I attempted to get some sleep last night. I was in bed at a reasonable time, but just didn't work out.
Becca sent me a Snapchat saying she was going to mess with you by playing music in the living room.
That's what I thought she was going to do. But she did not turn on any music.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could have slept through that. So, yeah, no music ended up getting played. So,
I don't know what my neighbor was doing.
Wasn't music keeping me up.
I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, went to the fridge and got watermelon. And
all right.
The person who lives above me must have been doing like a 5K in the kitchen because I just heard fast footsteps in a big circle. That or he's listening to like Kublai Khan, you know, the circle pit.
So he was just practicing.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay. Yeah, I was just laying in bed going, please, Please just go to sleep. I was doing all the things, counting. Counting is one of the best ways for me to fall asleep.
Oh.
Just 1, 2, just try to block out the world. I don't know how many times I counted last night. And then I woke up numerous times in the middle of the night, so that was annoying. But, it's Monday. Do you ever roll in on Monday and go, yeah, Monday, all right. I feel great. I'm so excited to be here.
I do when Jade and Kevin are both not here.
But they are both here, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
So we get to have our Monday morning meeting.
Yeah.
Yay.
And that's the one thing I hate. It's such a waste of time.
I remember back in the day when you used to get so mad that you didn't get to go to the meetings. And I'm like, Peaches,
because I didn't feel like like an actual employee. I was one of 2 people that didn't go.
I know, and I was explaining to, because at that same time I wasn't going. And I was like, Peaches, it's great. Trust me. You don't want to go to these meetings. Well, you're not missing out,
That
man.
was back when we had the worst... I'm just going to say something really bad there.
Okay.
That was back when we had this terrible person. And, because I was like, oh, if it doesn't include me, all of a sudden he's just going to toss me. That's what I was thinking. So I was like, I need to be a part of these meetings. I need to be a part of something.
Now, I got the boot out of the meetings, and then for some reason was brought back in after a couple years. I don't know. But I remember telling you, like, Peaches, you're not missing out, dude. You don't want to go to these meetings. It's work or time that can be better spent getting work done.
Well, now that I'm in charge of 2 shows, I definitely need the, that back then I was just, a DJ afternoons on cable.
The meetings should be pretty easy, I think. We don't got a lot going on here. Just Godsmack giveaways this week.
I'm giving away Keith Sweat tickets.
Keith Sweat
on
over on Z.
Yeah.
Did you end your Taylorville giveaways there?
Yeah. The lady came by and picked up her 6-pack of tickets for that, and then she'll get the limo and the
very nice
Italian dinner too.
Very, very nice. Well, what a good prize package. We're working on some other things for down the line, but this week just Godsmack ticket giveaways. Peaches or I'll just be like, call now, and then you win.
Not right now. That he's just giving out the example.
Yeah, it's just an example. We'll give out a specific caller number, but we meant to do this, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
But Live Nation just farted around
the
whole time.
They Godsmacked us.
They Godsmacked us. Took forever to get the promotion lined up. So instead of doing a win before they go on sale, I guess you can win them after they're on sale.
There was one listener that was hitting me up every day going, did you give away the Godsmack tickets today? I'm like, dude, we're not even doing that.
Yeah, we're doing it this week, okay? You'll have plenty of chances to win, so just listen for me or Peaches to tell you to call, and if you're lucky, we will hook you up with tickets to the show. So, there you go. Get the details at the concert calendar at kbear.fm, because Godsmack puts on a good show. All right. Anything else I'm missing, Peaches?
No.
All right. Just saw that Boise's News, KTVB7, has announced that the 2026 to 2027 Farmer's Almanac has been released, letting everybody know it's winter weather forecast. Why do people buy into this? I just don't get it. Pick yourself up a copy of the Weekly World News if you want the forecast for the weather next year. This is just ridiculous. So, what do they say? Because I seem to recall last year, it was like we were going to get pummeled by winter, according to the Farmer's Almanac, and then we had the calmest winter of all time. And they are so vague. Again, it's like cold reading with a psychic. The forecast expects some regions facing repeated storms, rain, and heavy wet snow, while others could see milder stretchers with quick cold snaps. Wow! Oh, that means a lot. Okay, so they say that things are going to be wetter than normal across the south. Yeah, because we have El Nino going on. Good guess. Good guess, dudes. Average temperatures across the west. And they say it doesn't signal that winter will be mild. I don't like that. I hope that winter is mild, because I really enjoyed that mild winter, even though now we're dealing with everything on fire. I don't know. We got to figure out how to make it just dump snow in the mountains, but we don't have to put up with it down in the cities. That would be great. The Farmer's Almanac says the Northeast could face the most complicated patterns this winter. So we'll just wait and see. Basically, they said, like, we're going to be pretty much normal. Wow, what a guess. What a guess. Idaho's going to have a probably typical winter. Anyway, next to the National Enquirer, Weekly World News, and other wacky magazines at the grocery store checkout, you can find that. But again, why people buy into it, I don't know. And I hope it isn't an expensive magazine, because that's a waste of money. In my personal opinion, all right? Plus, I just read it online. Don't need to pick up the paper copy. Okay, I talked about this earlier on the show, but I figure for those of you who get to sleep in, I'd reiterate my thoughts on a post I made on Facebook over the weekend that a few people got upset about because they didn't watch the full video, okay? So, I don't know, it was a few days ago. Becca thought it would be funny because I was filling up the swimming pool for the dog with water to make a silly video where maybe it looks like I was relieving myself in the pool. And then, because Millie the dog likes the hose, she comes up and, jumps into the water and gets herself a drink from the hose. And a lot of people were real mad because, well, for one, Becca posted Victor peeing on our dog. And then I posted, this is what I think about dogs. And if you watch till the end, you can clearly see, well, from the beginning of the video, you can see the hose. Well, you can see the hose is there. And then at the end of the video, I show you the hose and sprayer. And also it gets really ridiculous with the water just spraying all over the place. So why anyone would buy into it and think it was real, I don't know. But even my kids were like, Dad, I can't believe you did this. I'm like, guys, watch the whole video. Jeez.
Come on.
And I knew a few people might get like, but I did both lose and gain about 2 Facebook friends from that post. I like to keep an eye on those things if I'm getting blocked after I make a post. Because people will always tell me like, oh, you're getting people to tune out with your thoughts or this and that. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I get in a lot of arguments with people online. They don't delete me from their friends. We're still cool. So, pretty rare when I watch these numbers and see them fluctuate. But, you start messing around with pets, some people get really mad. But it's a fake video. Watch it. I made it clear as humanly possible at the end of it that it was fake by showing the sprayer. All right? So don't, I'm not going to say that phrase, but don't get all worked up about it. All right, Gojira on a Monday morning, getting you nice and pumped to get out and search for a job. Yeah, it's a good time of year to search for a job because you can do it generally indoors at hireeastidaho.com. Well, you want to get out and hoof it in this heat? Nah, just fire up the website. hireeastidaho.com, where you can check out our job of the week. This week, we are looking for a construction operations manager position at Castle Rock Homes. So the construction operations manager is going to be doing a few things, like the company's books, flow of materials to the job sites, running full charge bookkeeping in QuickBooks, purchase orders, accounts payable, bill payment, and so on. If you want to get more information or apply for this job, you can do so right now at hireeastidaho.com, where you'll also find hundreds of other job opportunities from employers across East Idaho. If you are an employer, you should post your jobs there. Yeah, you got these other websites that are packed with, fake bots and spam, and let's get all that out of the way. Let's shuffle all of the confusion into elsewhere, and just go to hireeastidaho.com and find yourself that new job today. Maybe it's the constructions operation manager position at Castle Rock Homes. Go check it out. Fully redesigned and revamped. hireeastidaho.com. Well, speaking of the beach.
Well, I think to say, hey, we need a cage for this elephant.
No, I was going to talk about pigs.
Oink.
Yeah, apparently swimming with the pigs is a popular activity for people.
But I don't plan to go swimming with Lieutenant Crane.
Yeah, it says New York resident Jason Gordon was on a popular swim with the pigs excursion when one of them just bit the crap out of his leg.
No kidding. Pigs are vicious.
Dude, yeah. You don't mess with pigs. They eat people. Bones and all.
Their bites hurt.
Dude, yeah. You mean I wouldn't go swimming with anything.
I'll swim with bacon.
So, bacon that's, cooked and done, and, the pig's
strips.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is something that they do on a variety of cruises in the Bahamas. Like, hey, you want to swim with the pigs?
Oh, I think I've seen this. They're like wild boars. They're not like farm pigs. It's like the ones with the tusks and everything.
Yeah, dude, and it's $200 per person to swim with pigs. I just don't get the excitement in that. $200?
Well, I don't get the excitement of wanting to swim with anything.
Not me either. Like people will go swimming with dolphins.
The Shark Week thing that's been happening.
Put me in a cage.
Our friend Corey, his wife works at the aquarium, and she does the swim with the shark event. And
they do it here?
Yeah.
Forget that.
Right.
No. I'm going to go with a big fat no on swimming with the sharks. Heck no. So anyhow, just be aware if you're going to do this type of thing. Animals bite people. They do it, Peaches.
Supposedly, they used the eel at the East Idaho Aquarium in a episode or in a stunt for donkey butt.
Oh, really?
I guess Wee Man was underwater and he got shocked by the eel or something like that.
Huh. Interesting. I still haven't watched that because it hasn't come to streaming yet.
I wouldn't suggest doing so. It's just a bunch of the old stunts.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to the theater after your review. But I'll watch it at home.
I still need to watch Obsession. I still need to watch the new Spider-Man movie.
New Spider-Man, I heard, is good. Obsessions is a really good horror movie. I think it's overhyped. Like it ain't no Hereditary.
Okay, come on. Hereditary sucks.
It ain't no Bring Me Back. Or Bring Her Back, I should say.
I might go see a new, I don't know if it is, I think it is A24, Robert Pattinson as Chris Hansen.
I saw something about that, but I hadn't read the articles.
His voice impression of Chris Hansen sounds exactly like
just dead on. Huh?
It's creepy. It sounds like a dub.
Well, Obsession's on streaming, but I think you got to pay like the full rental price still. Actually, it might be on Peacock, but you'd have to have a subscription to that. Might be able to get a free trial. Can be free.
I might get one of your links there to
Yeah, I don't have Peacock, but
no, I'm into
yeah, you've got a computer.
Yeah. You knew where I was getting at.
That's right. Okay, we got to go to our Monday meeting, everybody. Wish us luck, but Peaches and I will come back packed with excitement and joy.
I do have a funny thing for the noon hour of madness and mayhem that I was doing with my friends over the weekend. So.
Okay, and I'll rehash something that I did that made people mad over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I've already talked about it a couple times on the show today, but it just amazes me.
How stupid people are.
Including my own children.
Oh, no. Well, they're related to you.
That's true. It's not their fault. It's the genetics. All right, meeting time. We'll be back. Thank you again for tuning in to the Viktor Wilt Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.